Hi, everybody, and happy Labor Day. If you were fortunate and blessed enough to get this day off, this holiday off, I hope you're having fun, with your family and your friends and your loved ones. And however you're celebrating, cooking out or going out to eat, or in my family's case, my kids decided to go hunting with their dad today. So, however you're celebrating today, just I hope you're having fun and just be careful and be safe. So, I'm a little late with my video. I'm sorry about that. But what I wanted to show you, the activity for this week of learning through play, is going to be talking about math instead. Because the last few videos had been about English. So I wanted to change it up and show you something that they're doing with their math skills this week. So they will both be using, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, it's heavy. They will be using these base 10 blocks for different skills because they're in different grade levels. But this set years ago was only like $80 on Amazon. But now I looked it up, it's like $104. So, and I realize that's pricey. But, so I'm glad that we was able to buy it for $80 way back then. But these manipulatives have been they've been very helpful. They've been very useful. I know for my daughter's education, we've been using these since she was in kindergarten, and she has just loved them. And they've made math just more interesting, more engaging, and truly just more fun. And my son, this will be his first time using these. So I'm hoping that he'll enjoy playing with these as well too. So my little boy, we've been working on counting and building numbers uh, from 0 to 20. So what I've got here is a pack of flashcards. Now these are 0 to 25, but you know what? Might just be a little bit challenging for him, but I don't think it's going to be too challenging. And I'm going to be right there with him as he's doing this, as he's doing his task here. Um, if you don't know who Pete the Cat is, I encourage you to go look it up for YouTube, or go to the library. He's a book character, and he is just adorable. I mean, I can't. I love Pete the Cat. I've loved him for years, and my children love him too. So I'm going to use these flashcards from my son, since he loves Pete so much, to keep his to keep his learning Pete, if you will. So what he'll do is he'll turn over one of his Pete the Cat flashcards. He'll read that number, and then he'll come over here to these base 10 blocks, and then he's just going to build it, using these base 10 blocks. It's interactive, it's fun, he'll get to, manipulate things, so I believe he will enjoy it. Now, my daughter, she has been learning for the past week about rounding to the nearest 10 and the nearest 100. So what I've done for her, I made like a little worksheet for her, as you can see here. But I don't want her just to do a plain, boring worksheet. So I wrote down some of these different numbers for her. And these little red stickers will tell her that either she needs to round to the nearest 10 or the nearest 100. But before she does that, this will just, after she reads her number, she'll get to build that number for herself using these base 10 blocks. And then she can come over here and then, write what would it round to based on whether it's a T or an H. And I'll explain that to her, hey, you just got to pay attention to, is it a T or is it an H? Because that'll tell her, where she's rounding to. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the math this week. Um, and so for my daughter, this is something that she'll be able to do by herself. This will be just fun, independent work that she'll be engaged in. It'll keep her interest, and while she's doing this, I can be helping my son learn how to build his numbers from 0 to 25. All right, everybody. Um, All right, well, that's it for this video today. But, thank you so much, for, anyone who's taken the time to watch my videos. And as usual, I hope that these videos I hope that they will help inspire or just, whether you're homeschooling or just like they're young and they're toddlers and you don't want them to be on the TV all day long, and maybe you just want them to be doing something fun, but it's educational at the same time. So I hope these videos are just inspiring, and I hope that they help provide ideas for maybe ways that you can learn with your kids through play. Thank you so much. I hope you have a blessed week, and I will see you in the next video.